Hey, it's Austin James. If you're like me, trying to live your best life while living with diabetes, you can relate to worrying if you're doing a good job managing your diabetes. I use the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor to get real-time glucose readings and see the impact of every meal and activity to make better decisions. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor can help me live life with diabetes on my own terms, and it gives me more time for the things I love, like being a dad and a musician. Now this is progress. Learn more at freestylelibre.us.
For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
You're ready for a comeback. And with Purdue Global, you can do more than take classes. You can take charge of your story, of your career, of your life. Earn a degree you can be proud of and get an education employers respect. It's time, your time, not just to go back to school, but to come back and move forward with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
The 2024 presidential election is here. MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis you need. Our reporters are on the ground. Steve Kornacki is at the big board breaking down the races. Rachel Maddow and our Decision 2024 team will provide insight as results come in. And the Next Day Morning Joe will give you perspective on what it all means for the future of our country. Watch coverage of the 2024 presidential election tomorrow beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
Holiday magic is in the air, and DSW's got all the shoes to make your season extra merry. Believe, you've got parties to attend and lists to check twice, so DSW is taking care of the details, like gifts to make their eyes all aglow, styles that bring joy to your world, brands everyone wants, like UGG, Nike, Birkenstock, and more, and deals to make your budget bright. Find the perfect shoes for you and yours at a DSW store near you or dsw.com.
Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about women who found themselves at the center of controversy, whether deserved or not. The public hated her. In private, women depended on her. Today, we're talking about a woman who provided birth control and abortions in 19th century New York City. Please welcome Anne Lohman, also known as Madame Restell. Anne was born in Painswick, England on May 6, 1812. Her parents barely made ends meet working in a mill. Anne received little education. When she was 15 years old, she got a job as a live-in maid. A year later, she met and married Henry Summers, a tailor 7 years her senior. Soon, they had a young baby to support. In search of better job opportunities, Anne and Henry moved to New York City in 1831. Shortly after they arrived, Henry passed away. Anne was a widow, more desperate than ever to secure a well-paying job. She was struggling along working as a seamstress when one day she met William Evans. William was a quack doctor with a suitcase full of pills, powders, and tonics. He had no formal medical training and his products worked dubiously at best. But that didn't stop him from turning a profit. Anne decided to try making and selling her own remedies. She made pills to cure liver, lung, and stomach problems. Business was picking up. Then a customer asked her for medicine that could end a pregnancy. At this time in U.S. history, medical abortions were permitted if they happened before a pregnant person felt a movement in their womb, usually around 16 to 20 weeks. Family planning was considered women's business. It was private, so if a woman was aware of a pregnancy, it was fairly easy for her to acquire medication to end a pregnancy. If that didn't work, she could visit a doctor for a surgical abortion. Under these laws, Anne began concocting pills made out of turpentine, pennyroyal, and tansy seeds, which could induce miscarriage. In 1836, Anne married Trow Lohman, a printer for the New York Herald. Charles didn't mind the controversial way Anne made her money. In fact, as someone who'd published pamphlets about contraception and family planning, he encouraged it. Charles and Anne rented an office on a respectable street downtown. So the story goes, Anne flew to Paris to study safe abortions under an expert practitioner. We're not sure if that's true. But when Anne came back, she adopted the name Madame Restell, either as a pseudonym to protect herself from anti-abortion advocates, or to class up the sound of her business. The first ad for Madame Restell's services ran in the New York Sun on March 18, 1839. In addition to abortion medications, Madame Restell and her husband started offering surgical abortions on a sliding scale. She also served as a midwife and placed newborns into adoptive homes. Her office was open daily, and there was frequently a line of women already waiting when she opened up shop at 9 a.m. Anne's practice was an essential resource at a time when pregnant women had few other options. But, of course, her medicine wasn't 100% effective, and as long as women needed her help, Anne stood to turn a profit. Madame Restell had created, as one of her biographers put it, an underground birth control empire. She was one of the wealthiest women in New York City, but her success did not come without opposition. In 1845, New York State passed a law that made providing an abortion during any stage of pregnancy a misdemeanor. In addition, women who had abortions could be imprisoned for up to a year. 2 years after this law passed, Madame Restell was arrested. She spent a year in prison. Reportedly, it was a comfortable stay. She had a room of her own and regularly received visitors. When Madame Restell was released, she got right back to work providing abortions and birth control, until 1878, when Anthony Comstock caught wind of her practice. Anthony Comstock was an anti-vice crusader. He was the man behind the Comstock Act of 1873, which criminalized the mailing of obscene materials, including birth control and medication that causes abortions. One day, Comstock walked into Madame Restell's office, posing as a customer. The next day, he returned to arrest her. A jail sentence was all but certain. But Madame Restell never made it to her trial. The day it was set to begin, she was found dead in her bathtub. Newspapers reported finding an ivory-handled carving knife at her side. She was 66 years old. All month, we're talking about women of controversy. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow.
With Amex Gold, you can experience the gold standard. You get access to exceptional dining, plus 4 times membership rewards points on eligible dining purchases. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Cap applies. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
What is this place?
Welcome to Cloud 9.
How exactly did I get here?
You're a Toyota Crown driver, and only Crown drivers ever reach this level of pure bliss.
The captivating Toyota Crown family. Toyota, let's go places.
Good sleep should come naturally, and with a new Natural Hybrid mattress, it can. A collaboration between Lisa and West Elm, the Natural Hybrid is expertly crafted from natural latex, natural wool, and certified safe foams to elevate your sleep sanctuary and support a greener tomorrow. Breathable organic cotton and moisture-wicking Joma wool consistently provide cool and comfortable slumber. Every purchase helps fuel Lisa's work with shelters and those in need. Visit lisa.com to learn more. That's LEESA.com.
Did you know there's no Tom at Tom's? Our name reflects our commitment to creating better tomorrows. This season, embrace cozy comfort with Tom's. From chic boots and everyday sneakers to wedges and our iconic Alpargata slip-ons. Our cloud-bound insoles deliver exceptional cushioning, perfect for morning meetings, yoga sessions, farmers markets, and quiet moments at home. When you buy Tom's, you help make a difference in the lives of others. Together, we've positively impacted over 100 million people to date, and we're only getting started. Shop fall footwear essentials now at toms.com.